So, on Twitter the other day, somebody posted some clips, just to fill you guys in, of me from the debate show that I did way back in the day, like 2 years ago with A6D, and Dream was on it, and there was a clip that people took two pieces of it from the show, and they edited them together, and so it looks like one 14-second long string of me attacking Dream and hating on Dream. I just want to kind of discuss that right now, okay? So follow me. I don't know if you guys have noticed this. Some of you guys who have been longtime fans of mine, you may be more astute and may have noticed this, but I, for the past year or so, have not used the word fatty. I used to use it when I was engaging with my friends or talking to them, but I stopped doing that. Some of you guys may notice that over the past year, it exited from my vocabulary. Sorry. For me, the word fatty was always a term of endearment, okay? You can find tons of examples of me using it, like with my friends, my rat, my dog. If you look around, you can see those here or there. I always try to avoid using it anytime if I thought anyone was uncomfortable with it, because I was never trying to use it in a way that was negative. I was always trying to use it as a term of endearment. You follow me? But anyway, that's just my general perception of it. I never judge people for their appearance, and I don't think people should. Longtime, again, fans of mine will have noticed that I actually stopped using the word over a year ago, okay? And the reason I stopped using it was because a couple of people a couple of you guys in my fan group reached out to me and said that me using the word bothered them. And even though I've always thought of this word in a positive way, right? I've always used it in a positive way with my close friends, people I care about, and of course with my dog. I understood the potential confusion it could cause. You follow me? I understood that people might see that, and especially new fans might not realize that I'm not using it to attack people, and they might be confused about it. So I made the personal choice to stop using the word. Okay? And that's pretty much it. I said, people approached me, said they were bothered by it. I said to myself, you know what? I understand that I'm not using this word to attack people, and I'm just using it with my friends and people I care about, and my dog, of course, who's my little muffin head. And that was it. And I said, you know what? I don't want any confusion over this. So I said, okay, I'm going to stop using it. Okay? I just don't want people to come in and think I'm using it in a negative way. So this was a year ago or so. I don't know the exact time. Maybe it was longer, maybe shorter, but that's the general gist of it. Anyway, the clips from the debate show that I hosted with A6D and Dream. So the gist of it is this. So the debate show, we would go and debate things, and we would have discussions about topics that you wouldn't actually debate about. We wouldn't discuss serious topics. We would just discuss things like, for example, in this case, should we ban all shopping carts and shopping bags? You follow me, right? That was the debate topic. Okay, at this time, it was part of the end of the show, the mini debate. And you can go and watch the whole show and the whole clip if you want to see the whole thing. It's on YouTube, The Weirdest Debate Show, episode 9. The timing question starts around 42 minutes, 22 seconds. You can go watch it. Make sure not to skip the part at 4 minutes and 19 seconds, where I point out the fact that anything said in the show is not our actual opinions, and any jokes we make is not how we may not actually feel that way. We're just defending points with arguments that whatever we can come up with. You feel me? You can go watch it if you want to see what I'm talking about. But anyway, so people clipped 2 of these clips together. They shared it, they added subtitles to it, they edited it and put it up and said, here's what Bad said, and Dream responded to it. You can go and see his response if you want to. It's on Twitter, you can go find it. And he basically said a lot of what I'm saying here. But the gist of it is that in the debate show, I was not attacking Dream about his appearance or anything like that, because I don't know what Dream looks like. To this day, I've never seen him, and I'm fine with that. I've had friends on the internet for long periods of time who I've never seen, and that's okay with me. So that's the point. I've never seen what Dream looks like. Anything I said was not me making a comment on what he does or does not look like, because I've never seen what he looks like. Anyway, you can go watch the full debate show if you want. You can go watch the clip. Keep in mind, we were defending random positions that we don't necessarily believe with arguments we don't necessarily believe. That's the point of the show. My argument for our debate was that carrying all your groceries in your hands, because shopping carts and bags would be banned, I was defending that position, would give someone plenty of exercise and lead them to being more healthy, right? It's a ridiculous and a silly argument for a silly topic, but that was the point of the weirdest debate show. We would debate things that were really kind of silly and ridiculous. You follow me? So I hope that pretty much explains it. I think that pretty much sums it up, all of the things I wanted to say. I'm not saying that people who were bothered with my use of the word are wrong or anything like that. And I understood not knowing that I'm using the word of it as a term of endearment could lead to people thinking that I was attacking Dream's appearance. I totally get that. And I understand how fans or people who have never heard me use the word fatty, or say that to someone, right, who's a friend of mine, how they could come in and see that situation and think like, oh, this person is being really mean to someone who's supposed to be his friend. I understand how it could look like that, which is why I'm clarifying it and hoping that this kind of sums up and gives a good explanation so you guys can understand the whole context and the situation. Hopefully this helps. I hope it did. I hope it clears everything. I hope this clears everything up so you guys understand that I never was using fatty as an insult. Okay? That's not saying I would do. I don't go out of my way to attack people for their appearance. And if I had known if I ever thought any of my friends would be bothered by something, I especially wouldn't say it to them. Because they're my friends, and the last thing I want to do is make my friends uncomfortable. Okay. I guess people didn't realize, or maybe they just forgot that I was friends with Dream for so long. A lot of people seem to like not recognize that, like, I know Dream and I know what he's comfortable with and what he's not comfortable with. I've known him for like ever, it feels like. But anyway, the whole point is, at the end of the day, I was never using the word fatty to be insulting or to attack people for their appearance. I'm not about that, and I don't think anybody should do that. But because people were messaging me, in order to be compassionate to those people who were bothered by it, I just chose to stop using it in my content. And that's pretty much it. And that's my choice to stop using it if I want to. And I also wanted to prevent the confusion of new fans or new people coming in, seeing me use that word. And because people have had, that word thrown at them in a negative way, I didn't want people to come in not knowing me at all, thinking I was attacking people. Anyway, I think that should explain everything pretty well and good. Pretty well. So I hope that helps and clears things up for anyone who is concerned, anyone who was, wondering what was going on. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So anyway, just wanted to say that, and say I really appreciate a lot of the kind messages I got yesterday. I was in a really, I guess, upset place yesterday just because I wasn't sure, because I knew that I wasn't saying anything to my friends or attacking my friend's appearance, and people were saying that I was. And I was like, okay, I don't know why people are doing this. So I was letting it get to me when maybe I guess I shouldn't have. And I guess it kind of highlights, I was reading a lot of like the really negative stuff and the tags that people tag content creators with, negative things when they want to say something bad about a content creator. I was reading a lot of that. And I thought that I could avoid letting that get to me mentally. And then I realized while I was in the middle of reading it, I came across a really nice thread somebody made. And I read that and I was like, wow, this is a really nice thread. This person, they brought up a bunch of the really kind stuff I've done. And it made me really happy. And I was like, okay, it helped, cause me to calm down a little bit. I was like, okay, I don't need to stress about this. I don't need to worry. I can just do a stream and just tell you guys what's up. And so I appreciate anyone who was saying something really nice and just being really compassionate, because I really needed that. And I was stressing out for no reason. I think it's an important reason sometimes to kind of take a step back from and not ingest a lot of mean, hurtful messages. And again, I'm not saying everybody who was bringing this up was being that, okay? Or was trying to be like that or be intentionally mean or hurtful. I'm just saying it's a good reason why sometimes taking a step back from reading all that stuff on social media, especially as a content creator, if you're reading hundreds of negative things about you, it can have an impact on you. And it can have an impact on you mentally as you're ingesting that. And that's why it's important to take a time to ingest positive things too. Ingest things that lift you up. And that's one of the things I try and do. Okay. I try and lift people up. I try and make my content about making people happy. Part of the reason why mine and Skeppy's Twitter community is called Happy Twitter. I try and lift people up with my content, which again is one of the reasons why I stopped using the word fatty when talking about people in my content, just because I didn't want people to see that, misunderstand, think I was using it in a negative way. And again, you can look back at my content. I haven't used it in any of it for a year. So anyway, I think that should explain the situation pretty well. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. I, again, appreciate everybody being super kind, polite, and, I just appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Again, I just explained the whole situation, so hopefully that gives a good summation of it. Yeah. And obviously, guys, I'm not perfect, so... that's the reality of it. So anyway, thank you, everybody.